Good day. Today we're going to talk about movie Split, where Kevin has 23 different personalities. In application to Piaget's cognitive development theory, so first we have sensory motor stage. The child begins to interact with environment 0 to 2 years old, wherein infant begins to realize that an object exists through they can no longer see it. This important milestone known as object permanence. So it is a sign that memory is developing for the child. So next, it is pre-operational stage, wherein the child is 2 to 7 years old. So during this stage, young children are able to think things symbolically. So they also develop the language and memory, imagination. They are going to more mature. They can understand the difference between past and future and engage to make believe. So in this time, it is shown that in the movie, Cassie went back to her life when she was a child. It is symbolized with her uncle and dad. She took something and she's silenced, but she always listened to her dad. And about the gun, also he understand his uncle called him for play for being afterwards. He then come out with gun in hand, but luckily she didn't shoot his uncle. The next concrete operational stage, at this stage, elementary age and pre-adolescent children age 7 to 11 or 12 years old shows logical and concrete reasoning. So wherein at this age shows in the movie where when Kevin flashback of his being a child, in that situation he realized that it has consequences wherein his mother will hit him, so he decided to hide under the bed. It shows that children thinking becomes less focused on themselves. They're increasing aware of external events. Then also in that matter, they began to realize that their own thoughts and feelings are unique and may not share to others or may not even be part of reality. Wherein, back to the movie, in the situation where Cassie talks to him as Chadwick, the 9-year-old young boy, different personalities. They talk, play, and sneak in his room, and also it has time that he actually asked Cassie for a kiss, and afterwards he asks if he is a good kisser. Then it is also curious that she might be pregnant after that. So during this stage, children most still can't think abstractly or hypothetically, so that explains. Then next, formal operational stage wherein 12 to adulthood. At this moment, they also can ponder abstract relationship and concepts such as justice, and where it shown in the movie where Dennis take over of Kevin's body, wherein he's strong and where stand in justice to protect the weak, and Kevin is weak, so he's the one to take over to protect them. But he and Patricia believes in beasts. Although he believes in beasts, but in this age come up with theories and consider possibilities. Although Piaget believed in lifelong intellectual growth, he still insisted that the formal operational stage is the final stage of cognitive development, wherein it continues intellectual development in adults. It depends on the build-up of knowledge. Last part of the video wherein Kevin think that all the 3 girls are the same, so that's why he chose the 3. But suddenly after he killed her therapist, Dr. Preacher, and the 2 young lady Claire and Marcia. Then he wanted to kill Cassie, but then when they were about to do it, after some struggles, the clothes of Cassie were torn apart and her all scars are exposed. That makes Kevin or Dennis the Beast calm down, and he said rejoice. And that specific moment, he said that Cassie is different among them all. So he believed Cassie is innocent, pure, because at the first beginning, Cassie did experience the abuse. Now he realized that not all doesn't suffer. So Cassie suffered the most according to the scars of her body. He left Cassie after some shoot. Kevin doesn't really mind that, and he also speak to himself from believing that he can talk the group of personalities within him. So even though at the start he warned his therapist but didn't believe him, but I thought he wants is to let people know that he exists with a multiple personality within him. But that is now called DID, or dissociative identity disorders. That's all about the movie Split, Piaget's cognitive theory in application to Split. That's all. Thank you. Along with the stage of development, Piaget's theory has several other main concepts, which is applied schemas, assimilation, where exists schemas to interpret new situation or object, then accommodation, in which happens when you change a schema or create new one information to fit in for you to learn. Then equilibrium, it happens where able to see the most fit new information that you learn, that constantly add new schemas. So it applies in the movie, not only step by step, but in some part it applies. That's all. Thank you.